All right, it's February 2nd, 2021, and seeing that our LILIKOI here didn't do so well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the other LILIKOIs and grow it along the fence. So I'll go ahead and grab those two and we'll pick back up over by the fence. Here is the other LILIKOI on the back of the house, climbing onto this AC vent here and up there. So he's been like this for a long time, and it's time for him to get planted into the ground. So I think I'm just going to cut him here, right up here, and plant him into the ground over at the farm by the fence. So go ahead and do that. And here is the other LILIKOI. You can see it right there in the pot, and he's right here next to my water source. I just had him set down here because I hadn't gotten the time to get to him to go ahead and plant him, but I think it's time to remove him from this area. Even though he seems to be doing well, you can see the rain has kind of put the pot into the ground and the roots. So we'll just cut him as well, right about here and here, and we'll take him over to the fence. All right, so it's November 5th, 2022, and it's been, I think, over 2 years now, maybe 2 years and some months since we've been back to the passion fruit. And I know this location looks different, and that's because it is. When I first planted these passion fruits, they were at home in 1 gallon pots, and I decided to keep one at home and grow it on a trellis. And that didn't turn out too well for the plant because I wasn't fertilizing it, as a matter of fact, at all, because I didn't want to eat anything that I was fertilizing synthetically. But the other two passion fruit LILIKOI plants, I brought them out here to the farm, and I originally had put them at an area which is down on that side back there, and they weren't doing too well. So I wound up moving them over here. This here, along here, is a fence that I had put up, and I wanted the LILIKOIs to crawl along the fence, but as you can see, it's been neglected, and everything else pretty much is growing on that fence. Nevertheless, the passion fruits did manage to muscle their way through everything else. They actually did kind of beat everything else to the punch as far as growing on that fence goes. So they're still there. You just got to look closer, and we'll move up here in a second so that we can try and find the actual stems or trunks of these vines, the base of the vine. And as you can see, the the passion fruits have crawled up this tree here, which was my intention. After I had put them up, I had a tent frame that they were actually crawling on right here, and you can see a stick sticking out right here when the camera focuses. That was part of that idea, to create a trellis for the passion fruit. And like I said, the vines just got so heavy, and the fruits on them just got so heavy that when the rain came through, it just stood no chance. It couldn't even hold it up. So eventually that whole thing, it's still in there. The tent frame is still in there. So we'll see it when we move up, but they started crawling up this tree right here. Usually we keep this tree trimmed back, but I kind of let it grow out, and the vine, as you can see, just took off and was crawling up there. And as a matter of fact, it had broken some branches a couple days ago, and now the vine is back on the ground. So eventually, when this fruiting season is over with, sorry for the background music, if it's too noisy, the neighbors are having a party over there, so don't mind that. But we'll move up so you can see just how the passion fruit look right now. Like I said, it's in its fruiting season, but when it does stop fruiting, I am going to cut it all back right here, because it's just not working out, and I'm going to have to make another trellis, a proper trellis for it to climb. So let's get up there and take a look. All right, you can see some passion fruits. There's a whole bunch of passion fruits growing on this vine, and there are only 2 vines. These are only 2 vines that were planted in the ground here. You can see some small ones right here and some medium-sized ones. You got them crawling, growing. For those out there who actually have passion fruits, you know just how prolific these guys are when it comes to bearing fruit. They pretty much just want the sun and some decent soil, but they provide and produce. Oh, this guy's ready to go, I guess. He just popped right off. So my kids and my other half and I, we love these passion fruit. They're so delicious, and it would be so nice one day to gather a whole bunch of them. There are so many up there, up in the tree. And the cool thing about passion fruit is when they're ready, they tend to just fall off, and the outer layer of the fruit, the skin of the fruit, is pretty strong. It's pretty tough, so when it falls, it doesn't hurt the fruit really at all. So it just dropped like that. The problem though is something out here, and I think their hogs I didn't smash this, something else smashed this, and I think the hogs are out here enjoying the fruits, so we got to beat them to the punch and be on our game to start collecting these fruits before they start collecting them. But here we are with some more passion fruit here. It's all along the trees. It's everywhere. There's so many passion fruit. They're different varieties, and I'd like to be able to collect all the varieties because it would be nice to be able to have them, since my family and I love eating them so much. Here's another angle of the passion fruit climbing the tree. You can see a flower. You can see a flower right there. Maybe we could get a closer shot. Oh, there we go. There's a flower. Here we go. Here's a flower. And that's what the passion fruit flower looks like right there. Pretty. Very pretty. So here goes the task of trying to find the base of the vine, and I think it's somewhere in there, if I'm not mistaken. I shouldn't have let it get so overgrown. It just makes things so difficult. Excuse the bad camera work here while we try and look for the base of these vines. Oh my goodness, we have found them. Wow, even I'm surprised. I have never seen anything like this, but that is so cool. Check out the base of that vine. Wow. This is the base of the vine. Look at how thick this thing is. Oh my goodness. Wow. And here, on this side, once again, sorry for the bad camera work. I just got no choice. Check that. This is the base of the vine here. That's like a tree trunk. Literally. Wow. That is amazing. And you can kind of see how the vines just kind of branch off from there. Oh, I'm so excited to see that. That is so awesome. But that's it for those. I'm so excited to see just how awesome it is that this vine can survive for so long. It's been a couple of years, and I don't know if these vines have a lifetime or if they just continue to grow. But we'll walk over and take a look at where the other vine, the one I had planted at home in the I think it was a 7-gallon pot, 10-gallon pot. And I brought it out here, but I didn't put it in the ground. And I don't think it grew. Should have put it in the ground, because that was cool. And that one is here. Yep. Nothing. We've got a snail instead. What a sorry trade. But you can see this other vine here, cousin of the passion fruit, started growing in it, and the passion fruit is gone. But as you saw there, that concludes the video. But as you saw there, the passion fruits are doing great. We can multiply them by thousands if we wanted to. Just got to find a proper place for them to grow, because as you can see, they really like to take off. It'd be nice to have a long 6-foot chain link fence to just grow them on, just let them go and keep them trimmed back. Because like I said, the benefits outweigh everything else pretty much. They're just pretty beneficial overall. But also at the same time, you do see how fast they grow, so you wouldn't want to put them too close to your house unless you want your house covered in vines. So pay attention to them, keep them trimmed back if you want them off of your stuff. But otherwise, just let them go. All right, that's it for the video on the passion fruit. As I've said, it's been over 2 years. We'll come back. We'll come back another time. I'm not sure. Whenever I guess someone else requests that I put an update up of the LILIKOI. Other than that, if something comes up, I'll go ahead and throw it up there. But that's all. Thanks for watching.